Instant confidence is a lie. But sometimes we feel like when we're in meetings, we lose confidence in an instance. In this video, I'm going to give you one really important strategy that is going to help you communicate confidently at work, in meetings, in presentations, or just in interactions with different people. Imagine knowing that you're going to go into every single interaction that you have, every single meeting, every single person that you speak to at work. Imagine knowing that you're going to have complete confidence. Sounds good, right? Well, this video is going to give you one strategy that's going to help you communicate confidently at work. I remember a time when I was working in a big agency and we had a problem with one of our clients. There were some issues with the client delivery. The client was whinging and moaning and actually had put a phone call in to the partner in the company. They were that annoyed. And I'd been working on this project with the creative director, and him and I had arranged to have a meeting with the partner and explain exactly what had happened and what we'd done and what we were going to do about it. That meeting was at 4:00 in the afternoon, and I remember coming into work and I sort of got on my laptop and I actually put another meeting in at 3:00 with the creative director so that we could discuss exactly what our strategy was when we went in to speak with the partner. I actually spent the whole day working out what I was going to say, what had happened, the steps that we were going to take, who said what, where and when, so that when I got to that meeting with the creative director at 3:00, I was like, okay, so what's your strategy? Because I think we should do this, this and this. We should say this. We shouldn't say X, Y, and Z, but we should tell the partner that we've got a clear plan about how to manage the client and how to take the project forward. And although it's going to cost us money to do some of the project again, it's worth doing it because the client's valuable. The creative director looked at me and he said this: I don't care what the partner says about that project. What's more important is the time we have with the partner. We can talk about the client development and the work that we're going to do going forward. We'll deal with the client, but let's focus on delivering what we want to deliver, and we can get the partner's buy-in in that meeting. He didn't actually hadn't thought through, hadn't considered anything about what we'd done in the past, what had happened, or anything like that. In fact, he took no responsibility for it all. His mindset was to go in that meeting, use the time valuable with the partner, work out what the next steps are, and if the partner asks, dismiss that there's any issue. I'd spent the whole day going, right, if he says this, we'll say this. If he does this, we'll do this. We'll tell him X, Y, and Z, and then hopefully we see what he says and we can act from there. I had run that through my mind constantly through the day, which all the different variations that it could go. And I was feeling quite tense by the time it came to that partners meeting. Guess who performed better in that meeting? Me or the creative director? Right, the creative director. He went into that meeting, got exactly what he wanted, communicated exactly what he wanted, and dismissed that there was any issues. I obviously, having had all this constant dialogue go on in my head, had thought completely differently and turned up in a completely different place. What we say and what goes on in through our head minute by minute, day by day, week by week, affects how we perform at any situation, at any level, in any interaction. What you say to yourself constantly through the day affects directly how you perform. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to change the way we talk to ourselves, that internal dialogue, so that we can communicate with confidence at work. Think of the thoughts you think like seeds that you plant in your brain every day, what you're saying to yourself repeatedly, thought seeds that grow in your mind, which then influence the action you take or you don't take, how you're feeling in any given situation, how you perform, how confident you are, how you interact with other people. All of those thought seeds affect how confident you are, how you perform, and how much action you take every single day. What are you saying to yourself today? What you say to yourself is one of a number of parts that makes up how confident you're feeling in any situation. And to go along with this video, there is a free download to help you build your confidence muscle, because confidence is like a muscle. You need to work it out and exercise it so that you go into these meetings, into these interactions feeling confident. So to go with this video, there's a free download, and you just need to click in the description underneath this video and it will take you to where that confident muscle toner download is. And you can download that worksheet and you can run through that, and you can do that repeatedly every day, and really experience how your confidence muscle gets stronger and how more confident you are feeling. So just click on the link under this video and you'll be able to access that free download with the confidence muscle training. And this confidence muscle, one of the key components are the things that you're saying to yourself in your head, stopping you from taking the action and going for the things that you want. It's head trash. Those negative thoughts, those negative seeds being planted in your brain and compounding over time. Now, you might be saying constructive things, but if you're human, I bet there is a lot of dialogue going on in your head that isn't supporting you. You might be saying things like, I'm never going to be able to do this. I haven't got time. I'm not going to be able to do all the work in the time that I've got. What if the client asks me questions and I don't know the answers? What if I can't perform? What if I don't communicate in the right way? What if they think that I'm incompetent? What if I go in and I completely mess up? What if I go in and I forget all my words? What if I don't do the work and then this happens and that happens? And what if someone else says this? And this constant dialogue is going on in our heads. I'm not going to be able to do it. Not going to have enough time. You're not good enough. You're not good enough yet. Maybe you shouldn't actually go for that because, who knows what's going to happen. And how do we react? No wonder there is resistance building up internally in our heads in the way that we are. Do you want to find out how to really make a change to that dialogue? Did you see what just happened? When I asked you, do you want to find out how to really make the change? What did your brain do? Your mind goes off to search for the answer, right? When you ask yourself a question. A question is an expression of an inquiry that calls for a reply in our head. When you ask a question, what happens? Your mind automatically begins to search for an answer. You can't help it. It's automatic. So if you replace your statements with why questions that are constructive, your mind will automatically go off and find the answers, and you'll focus on that. Let me give you an example. If I'm saying I'm not going to be able to do that, then I'm going to find all the reasons why I'm not going to be able to do that. But if you replaced it with, why am I going to be able to do this? Why do I know I'm going to do this? Why have I got all the support I need to do this? Why am I going to use my time productively to achieve this? Why do I have total confidence in me doing this? Your brain goes off and starts looking and searching for the answers to the more constructive questions. Now, it seems really, really simple, but it's not, because actually our confidence, how we communicate at work, how we feel, how we get up in the morning, and what we say to ourselves affects everything. So if you start changing the questions that you're asking in your head, you're going to get to different answers. And the first place to start is start noticing what you're saying to yourself in the first place. Are you saying things that are constructive or not? My guess is you're saying things that you'd never probably say to another human being, repeatedly, over and over and over. So pick yourself up on that and start asking constructive questions like, why am I going to be able to do this? Why do I know that I'm going to perform at my best in that meeting? Why do I know that I'm going to communicate with confidence in that meeting? And see where it gets you. So, as I said, along with this video, there is a free download, and it includes a process to go through how to change your dialogue in your head. And it also includes the confidence muscle exerciser. And it is all the components of confidence and how you build your confidence muscle over time. So click on the download, click on the link under this video, and you'll get the confidence muscle workout exercise, and you'll be able to build your confidence muscle over time. And the other thing is to subscribe on the channel. So if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. And the next step to your confidence muscle, the next step is you can also check out this other video on confidence. And I look forward to seeing you there.